Hello and welcome back. And is the Walking Dead franchise coming to its end? That's what I want to discuss in this video, because everyone's been talking online that it could be. We know that Daryl Dixon is coming to its end in its 4th and final season next year, and Dead City has been rumoured that it will also only get 4 seasons, and that will end the year after in 2027. Is the franchise going to end in 2027, 2 years from now? Well, I'm here to say no, the franchise is not ending. We might be ending this current state of The Walking Dead with our immediate spin-offs from the original show, but we are far from the end. We have so many projects in the work, so let's go through everything we know about this next phase of The Walking Dead. Well, big one is that we know we're getting a big reunion crossover show with the 3 spin-offs, that is The Ones Who Live, Daryl Dixon and Dead City. There will be a 4th show which will bring all those characters together, and they will have a maybe 1 season or 2 season at most storyline with all those characters reunited and dealing with a bigger threat. That's meant to be the end game of the current state of The Walking Dead. And you could be like, that sounds very finale. It is, but it's not the ending. We know that characters like Daryl Dixon will continue on, because Norman Reedus has said he wants to play Daryl Dixon for another 6 to 7 more years, and Daryl's story is far from done. But outside of Daryl, every other character is probably coming to the end. We know that Maggie and Negan's story is probably going to be wrapped up in Dead City, and this crossover, it really depends if this crossover takes place before or after Dead City, because Dead City takes place so far further in the tunnel than everything else does. Carol's story is probably coming to an end, and Rick, if he appears again, will be his final appearance. His story is basically done. He'll probably come back for a cameo or for one more role so he can have all these reunions, do that one more story, and that's it for almost all the characters except for Daryl, of course, because Norman Reedus really likes playing that character. He wants to continue, and he's obviously the most popular character, so AMC and Norman Reedus are happy just to carry on and milk that character until no one watches anymore. So once this crossover show ends, which I think will come out maybe 2028, 2029, we will get something with Daryl in the 2030s. Probably either another spin-off, not called Daryl Dixon, or he will join a new show and be part of a small ensemble cast. That's what I think is going to happen with Daryl. He's the only character that continue on to, let's say, The Walking Dead Phase 3. We know there will also be another show which is already in the works, more Tales of the Walking Dead universe. It is unclear if this is Tales Season 2, or a brand new show that they're rebranding to distance themselves from Tales, because that was such a flop for AMC, they didn't release it outside of the US. So we're either getting Tales Season 2 or more Tales of the Walking Dead universe. Whichever one is basically Tales. So we know that after this whole spin-off in 2028, 2029, we will be getting a potential Daryl Dixon show again, a new one, and a different or Tales Season 2. So there'll be 2 more shows in the future after this confirmed whole big crossover show, which is the next thing we're getting after these shows end. And now let's move into the very vague and rumory stuff that could happen in the future. A potential Aaron spin-off. It's been a bit quiet since those actor strikes. It could still happen, probably not. But if Aaron does return, it'll probably be in the crossover now, not in his own show. And AMC and Gimble for a really long time wanted to do something in Canada, so we could get, instead of a direct spin-off, a sister show in Canada. However, this entire rumours. And this shows that a lot is still to come in the Walking Dead future. Hopefully we get more sister shows and more shows that can stand on their own and not leech off of the Walking Dead like the 3 we have recently got. We know for sure we are getting that big crossover, 2028, 2029, 2030 at the latest. I doubt AMC will let a year happen where there's no Walking Dead. So we are definitely going to get an announcement within the next year about what is coming next. I think this time next year we will know what is coming out in 2028 and what to expect after Daryl Dixon and after Dead City ends. But right now all we can do is speculate, and what we can speculate is that there will be at least 2 more shows coming out, the big crossover and more Tales of the Walking Dead. At least. But there'll probably be so many more because AMC never want to let this franchise die. And that is it for me today, so peace out and thank you for watching.